This video is going to be a quick demo of how to use AutoTable within the OHDOT workspace inside ProjectWise. So I already have a file open out of ProjectWise, but I wanted to mention that we do have some settings that should be set so that the AutoTable sizes your Excel stuff correctly, and so that is found within our standards. So if you're running inside ProjectWise, um, you can find these inside our standards, so wherever they are. So for ODOT people, inside the O3 standards folder, CAD standards, Connect config, workspaces, the OHDOT workspace, standards, you should see a KDIG folder and then an AutoTable standards. Okay. There's a batch file and a reg file. All the batch file does is run the reg file. So these are one of these. This file you actually can't run directly out of ProjectWise. So all we're really going to do here is we're going to right click and export this out, send it to a folder, wherever you want. We'll hit next, copy it out, and then just go over to that folder location, and you can just double click on this, and you will get a little message that says, hey, you're changing the registry, do you want to continue? And you hit yes. I already ran it, so I'm not going to do it again, but it wouldn't hurt to run it again either. That is registry settings per user per computer. So if you go to another computer, you will have to run this again. If another user logs into this computer that you just ran on, they also have to run it because it is a per user setting, and it's also one of the reasons why you guys have to run it on the user end. Okay, that's just how AutoTable sets their settings. Alright, so after that, you really don't have to worry about setting that again. It'll just hold for you. And so now really getting into how you use this in the workflow, you should see an AutoTable workflow. And then there's create, edit, update, and some other buttons. So I'm not going to go through everything because this should be a quick demo. And so first thing you're going to do, if you want to add in a new AutoTable, which I have one here, so I'll actually delete this and we'll just redo it. So I'm just going to delete that out. So we'll hit create AutoTable. It's going to start up Excel. And so now this is a new instance of Excel, and so you should notice there is an AutoTable tab here. That's part of why it opens a new instance. So if you already have a file set up that you want to AutoTable in, you're just going to go to the open, and you're going to go and open that file. So for me, I'm inside ProjectWise, so I'm going to hit the browse button. Now, it will ask you to log in, so ODOT users, it is your Bentley IMS. It should be your project's data source, and then you don't have to worry about username or password to log in. It's partly doing this just because it did open a new instance of Excel, so it needs to log into ProjectWise for this instance of Excel that loaded up with the AutoTable tab. Alright, so then I should get an open document screen, and you can navigate to wherever edit document is. So I believe I wanted to do the aggregate train one, but again, it's just a demonstration. So I'm going to hit open, and it will open up that file. If I go and take a look at this location inside ProjectWise, you should see it checked it out now. So let me go back to Excel, and I want to do a range import. So everything that I want to bring in, I'm going to select. And if you're using some of our standard Excel sub-summary templates, then these should all be sized to come in nicely and fit. A lot of them, you'll see a green border box to kind of give you an idea of what your available area is inside your sheet that you can have. But if you're using any of these should all be sized correctly. If I go to the AutoTable tab, if you hit the options, a quick way to tell if you have ours set up is if you go to scale, you should see this 0.014, and then you should see this scale here too. That's a good indicator that you ran that batch file or reg file there to set up our settings here. It's really easy. All you're going to do is hit range import, and it will import your selected range. If you hit finish, it'll try to auto fit and find the range. So if you just have a table and only a table, that might work for you. But in a lot of cases, it's not going to pick it up automatically. You have to tell it, this is the area that I want. So I'll hit range import. And so when you're inside ProjectWise, there is this language bust here. There's nothing wrong. It's just displaying it in a different language. So in terms of functionality, everything is still working. This is just a display bug. That'll eventually get fixed. So what do you want to do with this file? Do you want to check it in, free it? So I'll just check it in. So this is talking about the Excel file. It's going to go through and load that stuff in, and then it will load that into your migration graphics, and you can place that cell just by data pointing where you want. Okay, so that is how you can bring in the auto table. You can update it by hitting update auto table and then go and selecting it. You can edit it just by hitting the edit table and then editing this, and it will actually start it up. I'll log into the data source, and there you have it. You could also just edit it just by going to ProjectWise and opening it, and then coming back to the file and hitting the update button as well as another way to do it. So when you're done, close it. Again, what do you want to do with the file? And then it would update. Okay, you can scale these around, but I caution that because this is all set up so these all come in at the right text height. You start trying to scale stuff around, you might have text that looks really small when you actually go to print it out. So I kind of caution you on that side of things. That's about it. If you guys were looking for more information, please feel free to reach out. That's hopefully isn't too bad for you guys.